You know that feeling of a little something stuck at the back of your throat and nose when you're sick? That's phlegm, produced by mucous membranes that line your nose, mouth, throat, sinuses, and lungs. Phlegm isn't all bad. In fact, it serves as a sort of sticky tape that collects bacteria, dust, allergens, viruses, and other harmful airborne particles in your respiratory system. So this way, our body gets rid of these things more easily before they get the chance to settle into our lungs. Phlegm can create problems only when it's too thick or there's too much of it, making your throat uncomfortable and irritated. Most people are unaware that you can limit your mucus production by simply paying attention to the foods you eat. In today's video, we'll discuss the top 10 foods that have been shown to cause an increase in mucus production. So let's get into it. Sugar. Sugars, when consumed in small amounts, are harmless, but when the intake is high, it not only causes obesity, but also has inflammation-enhancing properties. It irritates your body and increases mucus levels. Next, milk products. Milk and its derivatives like butter, yogurt, cheese, and cream contain casein molecules which thicken the mucus and also accelerate its production. In addition, dairy products contain natural sugar in the form of lactose, which further enhances mucus secretion. Luckily, you can use dairy alternatives like coconut yogurt or rice milk the next time you're craving something milky. Bananas. Bananas are amazing. They're a rich source of potassium and help heal and build muscles. Still, if you're one of those unlucky individuals, then bananas can trigger congestion problems. They're a rich source of histamines, and eating them can trigger the body's release of this chemical, which in turn can create phlegm and mucus. However, this usually occurs if you have sensitivity or intolerance to histamine. Soy. Consuming too much soy can cause more chest mucus than any other plant food. Soy also increases the possibility of the buildup of unhealthy mucus in the body. It's better to avoid foods such as soy milk, tofu, and tempeh when you get sick. Alcohol. Alcohol can trigger inflammatory responses in the body. Its consumption can also expand blood vessels in your nose and sinuses, which leads to increased blood flow, causing nasal and sinus congestion. In addition, wine contains histamine that can lead to swelling of the nasal tissues. If you find this information useful, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell notification button to stay updated on our latest health and nutritional tips. Eggs and red meat. Eggs and red meat contain a lot of protein and are important for muscle building and metabolism. But a very high protein content can cause a buildup of mucus in your throat. High-fat red meats and processed meats can especially cause this problem. So if you have respiratory issues after having processed meat, try to source unprocessed and organic meat. Spicy foods. Did you ever wonder why your nose starts running when you eat something spicy? It's because spicy foods can also trigger inflammatory responses in the body. You might be sensitive to it if you frequently get a watery nose or mucus buildup from spicy foods. So, the better option is to replace these foods, which can trigger mucus, with alternatives that can work. Cut down on caffeine. Beverages like coffee, tea, and soft drinks contain caffeine, which is a diuretic that dehydrates your body. Dehydration can lead to much thicker mucus, so it's better to replace caffeine and switch to healthier options like mint tea or green tea. In addition, mint further helps reduce nasal congestion due to its anti-inflammatory properties. Fats and oils. Fats and oils derived from animal products like butter and omega-6 fatty acids can cause you to produce more mucus. While you have a cough or cold, avoid these fats and stick to vegetable oil instead. Pizza. Pizza might be the best culprit out there to make mucus worse because it contains cheese from dairy products, tomatoes from the sauce, and gluten from the crust. But still, if you want to eat pizza, try it with some cayenne pepper and onions and see if there is any reduction in the mucus buildup. Remember, this video is for educational purposes. We are not giving you medical advice. You should always consult your doctor if you need any professional opinion.